300 drones, dozens of missiles, and two enemies who've hated each other for decades finally go head-to-head. But wait, this is not just another Middle Eastern conflict. If this explodes, the entire world could bleed. Why did Iran and Israel suddenly stop using proxies and start launching direct strikes? What are the secret deals happening behind closed doors? And what terrifying consequences could this war unleash if it doesn't stop? Stick around, because what you're about to hear isn't in most headlines. On April 1st, 2024, Israel dropped a bomb, literally, on the Iranian consulate in Damascus, Syria. But this wasn't just a regular building. Inside were top commanders of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, including those coordinating operations across Syria and Lebanon. It was like assassinating a country's secret service leaders inside their own embassy. A huge diplomatic red line, a big, bold move. Then, on April 13th, Iran responded like never before. Over 300 drones and ballistic missiles launched directly at Israel. Let that sink in. Iran, a country, directly attacked another with hundreds of flying war machines. This wasn't Hezbollah. This wasn't Hamas. This was Iran versus Israel, front and center. And guess what? 99% were intercepted, thanks to Israel's Iron Dome and some surprise friends. Now, let's uncover the why now. 1. The October 7 chain reaction. In late 2023, Hamas attacked Israel. It was brutal. Over 1,000 people died. Israel hit back hard, but it also pointed fingers at Iran, accusing it of funding, planning, and training the attackers. Did Iran pull the strings? Maybe. But what mattered was what came next. 2. Iran's domestic storm. Iran's economy is in chaos. Inflation is wild. Youth protests are erupting. And when a regime is cornered, it often looks for a foreign enemy to rally people. And who's the easiest target? The Zionist enemy, Israel, the perfect distraction. 3. Israel's preemptive doctrine. Israel has a clear military philosophy. Hit before they hit you. They believe Iran is building up precision missile bases in Syria, so they struck. Satellite leaks reveal Iran was possibly preparing to transfer advanced drones to Hezbollah. Drones that could strike deep into Israeli cities. The consulate wasn't just diplomacy. It might have been a war room. Now here's where it gets wild. This isn't just two countries fighting. It's almost like a chessboard with global pieces moving. They jumped in immediately, helping Israel intercept Iran's missiles. Even Jordan, an Arab neighbor, helped shoot down Iranian drones. Wait, what? A Muslim-majority country defending Israel? Yup, that's how much the Middle East is shifting. Iran even sold drones to Russia for its war in Ukraine. They're not best friends, but they share enemies, the West, buying cheap oil from Iran, selling tech, staying neutral but making money. India walks the tightrope. Good friends with Israel, buying weapons, doing tech deals. Also friends with Iran, for oil and strategic access to Afghanistan. One wrong move, and India's fuel economy goes up in flames. Let's be honest, we're still in the early stages. But if this escalates... Number 1. Multi-front chaos. Iran activates Hezbollah in Lebanon, with over 150,000 rockets pointed at Israel. Militias in Iraq, Syria, and Yemen join in. Israel is surrounded. Number 2. Oil blockade equals global shock. Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz. 1 out of every 5 oil barrels flows through it. They block it? Boom. Global oil prices explode. Your petrol price? Might hit $10 a gallon or 250 rupee liter. Number 3. The nuclear nightmare. Israel has nukes, officially unacknowledged. Iran? Very close. If Iran goes nuclear, Israel might strike preemptively, and that would be catastrophic. Fun fact, or rather scary fact, the last time Israel saw a major existential threat, it almost considered nukes during the 1973 Yom Kippur War. Imagine that now. Number 4. Cyber war. Israel's Mossad is already famous for Stuxnet, the virus that disrupted Iran's nuclear plants. Iran's hackers have hit Israeli water systems, airports. If this escalates, entire cities could go dark. So, are we heading toward World War III? Maybe not. But are we dancing on the edge of something we can't control? Absolutely. There are too many players, too many secret deals, and too much hatred baked into this rivalry. One more wrong move, one missile too far, and the fire could spread beyond the Middle East. But there's still time to pull back, to let diplomacy win, if the world powers act smart and soon. What do you think? Is Iran really building a bomb? Was Israel right to strike that consulate? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk. Like, share, and subscribe if you want real, raw, and researched global insights. Stay safe, stay aware, and always ask, what's the truth behind the smoke?